day, everyone. So today we will be having our final term discussion about management 2. Okay, so first topic is the major revisions and updates of the STCW 1978. Okay, so STCW was first adopted in 1978 by IMO. So it was revised in 1984 to incorporate new requirements and to address emerging issues in the maritime industry. So, 1984 amendments introduced mandatory minimum training standards for officers and ratings, established new certification standards for seafarers, and undergo regular training and assessment to maintain their certification. So, ito yung mga binago sa 1980. Major revisions ng SCCW sa 1984, sa year 1984. So first, the introduction of new technology requirements, so new standards for the use of electronic navigation equipment, communication equipment, and other technological innovations. And there were amendments for the requirements for the use of personal protective equipment, emergency drills and procedures, and the maintenance of safe working conditions on board ships. In 1984, it was also established. They also established new standards for the management of ship-generated waste, the prevention of pollution from ships, and the conservation of marine resources. Okay. Also, new requirements for the training and the certification of seafarers from non-IMO member states. So overall, the major revisions of the STCW Convention in 1984 were a significant milestone in the regulation of the maritime industry as they introduced new training, technology, safety, environmental, and international cooperation standards that have helped to improve the safety, efficiency, and sustainability of the maritime industry. And while in 1995 another revisions were made, sa STCW 1978. So there was an update and improved the training and certification standards for seafarers in response to changing needs and technological advances in the maritime industry. So there was an introduction of new certification requirements. So requirement for all officers and ratings to hold an appropriate certificate of competency with minimum training standards, especially in areas such as medical care, ship security, and pollution prevention. So there was also an update. So updated in firefighting and survival at sea. So there is also a new training requirement in ECDIS, or the electronic chart display and information system. So it was updated in 1995. There was also new standards for specialized personnel such as those working on liquefied gas carriers and tanker vessels. So meron na tayong mga tanker trainings and liquefied gas carrier na mga trainings. There was also a new requirement for member states that requires them to establish procedures for the assessment and recognition of seafarer certificate. Also, harmonization with other international conventions such as the MARPOL and the International Convention on Load Lines. So, may may harmonization na rin sa SCCW at sa MARPOL and load lines. So overall, the major revisions of the STCW Convention in the year of 1995 were an important step forward in improving the training and certification of standards for seafarers and in ensuring the safety and sustainability of the maritime industry. So the revisions helped to address emerging issues in the industry, such as the use of new technologies, and strengthen the international regulatory framework for the maritime industry. So another year, on 2010, there was also major revisions of the STCW 1978. So this was held in Manila, Philippines. So some called this as the Manila Amendments in 2010. Okay, so the major revisions first is uh, new standards for crisis management and crowd management training, as well as new certification requirements for ETO or electrotechnical officers. Updated naman tayo sa, there was also an update in the medical care, survival craft, and tanker operations. New training requirements for security-related issues such as piracy and terrorism. Also, new requirements for seafarer identification. So, to have a unique identification number. For member states to maintain a database and also for the member states also to establish and maintain a database of seafarer identification number. So lahat na ng mga seafarer mayroon na silang identification number na true to all sa lahat ng mga member states. So there was also new requirements for shipping companies to establish and maintain quality management systems for the training and certification of their seafarers. So yung mga manning companies natin, meron na rin silang mga QMS about all the training and certification of their seafarers. So para hindi wala-wala yung mga training sila and certifications nila. And then, kailangan updated din lahat ng mga trainings kasi baka yung iba malapit nang expire. So, at least may QMS na, alam na ng company kung anong gagawin. Okay, next. Harmonize the STCW Convention with SOLAS and ISPS code. So, kasi may mga ibang mga hindi nag-coincide between those between the SSHEQ and other IMO pillars. So kaya ginawa nila, inharmonize nila para parehas-parehas yung mga information ng bawat convention. Okay, overall, the major revisions of the STCW Convention in 2010, Manila Amendments, were a significant step forward in improving the training and certification standards for seafarers. And in ensuring the safety and sustainability of the maritime industry, the revisions help to address emerging issues in the industry such as security-related threats and strengthen the international regulatory framework for the maritime industry. Okay, so another major revision of the STCW 1978 was on recently lang, pinaka-latest is 2017. So there were no major revisions, but some amendments were adopted that year. So like the amendments provided guidance on the use of electronic record books as an alternative to paper-based record keeping. So meron natin rin tayong electronic record books and on board na ginagamit na rin. And then, may update na rin sa requirements for training and certification in shipboard safety and environmental protection. There was also an update in the medical examinations and the recognition of medical certificates issued by other countries. And the guidance of the assessment and recognition of seafarer certificates issued by other countries. So overall, while the 2017 amendments to the STCW Convention were not major revisions, they were important updates that helped to improve the implementation of the Convention and ensure the continued safety and sustainability of the maritime industry. Okay, so that is for topic 1. Now we'll go to topic 2, the issue of STCW certificates and certification requirements. So alam na natin kung ano yung STCW. So, to be certified under STCW, seafarers must meet the following requirements. So, ito yung requirements para maging certified tayo sa under STCW, tayong mga seafarers. So, first, minimum age at least 16 years of age. Medical fitness, fit for duty by a certified medical practitioner. Seafarers must complete basic safety training in personal survival techniques, firefighting, first aid, and personal safety and social responsibility. Seafarers who are assigned to operate survival craft and rescue boats must complete additional training. So, since lahat naman tayo is pwedeng gumamit niyan, so lahat tayo required. Must have complete security training in accordance with ISPS code. Specific training requirements also, especially for seafarers who are assigned to navigation duties, must complete training in navigation and watchkeeping. And seafarers must have the required amount of sea service to be eligible for certification. So, so certification is typically valid for 5 years, after which seafarers must undergo refresher training and pass a medical examination to renew their certification. So every 5 years or before mag-expire yung 5 years mo, kailangan ma-renew mo na siya. So certification under STCW is important for seafarers as it demonstrates their competence, ensures that they have the necessary skills and knowledge to perform their duties safely and effectively on board a ship. Okay, next. Next topic, topic 3, objectives of ISO 14001, 2015. So ano ba yung ISO 14000 2015? So ito yung environmental management system. So all about environment. So key considerations when implementing EMS in the shipping industry. So the shipping industry should identify the environmental aspects, especially in air emissions, fuel consumption, waste generation, and water pollution. The shipping industry must comply with MARPOL Convention, implementing an EMS or environmental management system based on ISO 14000 2015 can help ensure compliance with this regulation. The shipping industry can integrate their EMS such as ISO 9001, ISO 45001 for occupational health and safety to achieve a more comprehensive approach to sustainability and risk management. So, pwede mo nang i-combine yung ISO 9000 mo, ISO 45001 mo. So, integrate mo na siya sa EMS mo. Okay, stakeholder engagement, including the shipping industry should engage with stakeholders, including employees, customers, suppliers, and communities, to understand their expectations and concerns related to environmental performance and to foster a culture of sustainability. So, other key considerations when implementing ISO 14001 2015. So, continuous improvement. So, ISO 14000 2015 should be an ongoing process of continuous improvement. And by implementing an EMS, so the shipping industry can demonstrate their commitment to environmental sustainability, improve their environmental performance, and manage environmental risk associated with their operations. Okay, so topic number 3 na ba to? 4. So we have the next topic, OHSAS 18000 implementation. So OHSAS 18001 is a globally recognized occupational health and safety management system standard. So the organization should ensure compliance with OHS laws, regulations, and requirements. So the organization should establish OHS objectives and targets and develop plans to achieve them. Allocate the necessary resources, roles, responsibilities, accountability, and authority to effectively implement the OHS management system. And all employees and stakeholders are competent, trained, and aware of their responsibilities in OHSAS. So the organization should establish effective communication channels, encourage employee and stakeholder participation, and consult with them on OHSAS or OHS matters. Okay. Oops. Okay, next. Okay, establish and maintain documentation and records. So, kailangan meron din tayong documentation and records. Meron tayong operational control. Implement appropriate control measures to manage OHS risks during operational activities. So, kailangan may mga risk assessment and other controls. Meron tayo, dapat performance measurement and improvement. So the organization should measure and evaluate OH&S performance and continually improve the OHS management system. So by implementing the OHSAS 18001 standard, organization can establish a systematic approach to managing risk, ensuring a safe and healthy workplace. So the OHSAS 18001 standard has been replaced by the ISO 45001 standard, which provides a similar framework for managing OH and S risks. So OHSAS 18001, ISO 9001, and ISO 14001. So these standards are designed to be compatible with each other and can be integrated to form a comprehensive management system. So they were integrated to one another. So bakit kailangan natin i-integrate yung tatlo? First, to improve efficiency, better risk management, enhance stakeholder confidence. So yung mga partner natin, mga stakeholders natin, so confident sa ating system pag meron tayong integration. Reduced cost, kasi systematic na lahat ng mga bagay. So reduce na yung cost mo. And when integrating these three management system, organizations can use a variety of approaches, such as developing an integrated management system that combines all three standards into a single system, or implementing each standard separately but with a common structure and management framework. So overall, integrating OHSAS 18001 with ISO 9001 and ISO 14001 can offer several benefits to organizations, including improved efficiency, better risk management, enhanced stakeholders' confidence, and reduced costs. Okay, next. So disregard na lang yung mga nakapula. Okay, next topic, or maybe this is the last topic, company policy in relation to IMO mission statement. So, okay, company policy on SSHEQ to shipboard operation in conformity with IMO. So, ano ba yung SSHEQ? So, SSHEQ is safety, security, health, environment, and quality. So, yan yung SSHEQ. So, ano yung company's policy on SSHEQ to shipboard operation in conformity with IMO? So, ano ba yung meron sa company policy all about SSHEQ? First, safety. So, the company should have a comprehensive safety management system. So, should include procedures for risk assessments, emergency response, training, and reporting of accidents and incidents. How about security? So, dapat meron tayo, yung company merong security management system, ISPS, in place. So, it includes the procedures for assessing security risks, conducting security drills, and responding to security incidents. How about in health? So, the company policy in health, the company should have a health management system in place, include procedures for medical care, hygiene, and prevention of illness and disease outbreaks. Next, in the environment, the company should have an environmental management system, which include the procedure for waste management, ballast water treatment, and preventing pollution from ship operation. And with the quality, the company should have a QMS in place. So it includes the procedures for monitoring and improving performance, identifying and addressing non-conformities, and ensuring compliance with applicable laws and regulations. So by implementing these SHEQ policies, shipping companies can ensure safe, secure, and environmentally sustainable shipping operations in line with the IMO's mission statement. Okay, so that's it. So thank you for your time. So just focus on the main ideas are in darken or in bold format. So those are the main ideas of this topic. So I hope you learned something and see you on the next video.